Alright, what's going on, guys? Bubbles back again, coming at you with the Should You Summon on the Rukia and Ichigo banner. And honestly, the quick answer is definitely going to be a no. The only way I can see someone summoning on this banner and it being worth it is if you are 100% new to the game. You'll see here we have the skull emoji, we have the doo-doo emoji, we got the Pepe dum-dum emoji, we got the Super Saiyan Goku. I'm actually playing Fortnite, so if you want to join the Discord and play Fortnite with me, that'd be great. But yeah, no, shameless plug. Feel free to join the Discord. Link will be in the description down below. Either way, I don't think that this banner is good. Reason for that is, even though Ichigo and Rukia are still great characters, I don't think that they are worth your orbs in this current point in time, simply because their filler pool is not worth your orbs. If you're new to the game and you don't have any of them, I would probably recommend doing 5 steps, YOLO, whatever. Like but you're also assumedly new to the game and you have a lot of orb sources. So going 5 steps isn't gonna hurt you. It's just gonna help build your roster a little bit. Going into the characters, quick little brief overview. Yoruichi, really outdated. Senjumaru, good Rancor killer, but that's her only real use, is that she has Disabler if the enemy is mined and or Rancor as well. So I feel like she's a little bit meh because she is a barrier unit for her second strong attack and she doesn't have boost. So not really too much utility compared to like characters like Masaki or even like 6th Anniversary Aizen. There's just characters that do her job so much better. Next we have Kiryu. She didn't get guard break, so she's kind of dead in the water, which is really unfortunate. I feel like back in the day, K-Lab didn't really put too much of an emphasis on guard break, and she came out during a time when K-Lab started to shift and make people rely on guard break or frenzy, like to actually break a guard. Kirinji's still a really good character. I wouldn't recommend summoning for him in particular, just because I do think that he deals way too little damage in this meta. Baz B, still a really good character, but doesn't really deal too much damage in this meta. I did see a comment that posted saying, oh, Spite only cares about the meta, I care about you guys not wasting your orbs on characters that aren't going to progress you in a reasonable manner for the amount of orbs that you're gonna have to spend in order to summon for them. If you don't want that, that's completely fine. Go watch someone who will want you to like destroy your account by summoning on stupid shit. You're more than welcome to not watch me. That's fine. I have no problem with that. There are plenty of other great content creators. Next, we have Jugrim, still really good in Brave battles, but personally I think that there's just better options. If you do the first step, obviously it's a free multi-step one, so you better, if you don't do that first step, I will log into your account and do it for you. And then you have Uryu. I feel like he fell off too, to be honest. I don't really see much use for him. I remember he was like the anti-meta in our arena with his ailment reversal, but nowadays it's just like not that big a deal, because like, I mean, he's not really that necessary because now you're running 7th Anniversary Ichigo, who's doing Immobilizer and Enervator, and he's also immune to all status ailments. So if you do use a character with ailment reversal and they're using 7th Anniversary Ichigo, you end up, how do I put it? You end up giving the enemies complete status immunity. Pretty much, which is kind of not really what you want. Next, you have Rukia and Ichigo. Now, let's quickly go into these characters because I do think that some of them are worth going into. Yoruichi, 4 flash steps, transformation mechanic on her special move. really good, in my opinion, for content like Senkaimon with like boss stages, if she has killer, if she can deal damage there. She does have the Chojiro mechanic on her special move where she'll actually have a vortex that causes paralysis. I personally like that on her special move a lot, and like she also refreshes her cooldowns upon using her soul bomb, and she also gets plus 25% damage. Yes, plus 25% damage to her strong attacks when she's in her transformed state. She also has Hollow Killer and she has strong attack damage. So in my opinion, she kind of needed the transformation mechanic with the refresh strong attacks to really make it worth it, since she doesn't have a built-in strong attack recharge. Not a horrible character, but she doesn't really deal too much damage, and she doesn't have Berserker or Havoc, which I think is kind of necessary. Still a really cool character to have, so I definitely understand that. Rukia. I love this Rukia. I think she's amazing. Berserker 60%, Disabler when she enters her transform state for 10 seconds, which is really good. Works on all enemies regardless of their attribute or affiliation, which is awesome. She has a Rancor and Espada killer, so she's going to be good in Guild Quest. I personally still use her, even though she's only 2 out of 5. Bruiser plus 20%, damage to frozen enemies plus 20%, which is awesome with her Disabler, as we talked about. Debilitator plus 5 seconds for her freeze. Devastation 40%, so her special deals quite a little bit more damage. Havoc 20% with a high berserker. Recover 20% stamina, so she keeps her full stam. She has frenzy, she's immune to freeze, and then she also has weaken immunity for guild quest. Post transformation 10-second disabler. She will actually transform just like Yoruichi, except hers is on her Bankai mechanic, which does not refresh her strong attacks. For 10 seconds, she will have disabler, and then that pretty much means a plus 10% chance to all of your attacks to proc the status element, which is freeze for her in particular. Her transformation mechanic lasts for 20 seconds and has a cooldown of 30 seconds. So for 10 seconds after you use her transformation, she'll have disabler. She'll stay in that transformation for an additional 10 seconds, so she'll have extra strong attack damage, which is good. And then for the last 10 seconds during the cooldown, she will transform back, and then you'll have to wait 10 seconds before she can pop off her Bankai mechanic once more. She has a lunge first strong attack, 960 AoE second, and a full screen third strong attack. Really, really clean animations as well. Personally, I still like this character. I think she's still meta, but I wouldn't recommend people summon for her because, in my opinion, whenever she comes out, unless she comes out as filler in a new 1000 Year Blood Orb banner, I don't think that it's worth burning your orbs trying to pull these characters. Same thing with Ichigo. Ichigo, very, very, very good character, but he's kind of fallen off a little bit just because Mind is starting to pick up some really, really strong contenders like 7th Anniversary Ichigo, the Mind Lisa, strong attack recharge Link. He also has a built-in damage reduction, which is still a bit strange to me. Paralysis and weaken immunity. He has Soul Reaper and Captain Killer as a counterpart to the Arankar Spotted Killer that Rukia has. He has a boost mechanic on his second strong attack. Same strong attack 2 and 3 as Rukia, so 960 AoE distant, full screen third strong attack. His first strong attack is the 3000 length beam, which is really awesome. He has Sprinter plus 2, so he can fly across the battlefield, which is awesome. Marauder, so guard break and nullify melee resistance, great for multiple guild quests. I think he can be run in 4. He has the instant kill mechanic on his special move. That does not work in guild quest, but it does work in some Senkaimon stages, and he also has bombardment, which means he has 8 hits. So what I used to do was literally run him, clear 2 bosses, and then just reset the last room in order to try to proc his insta-kill mechanic. Now, what I'm saying by reset the last room, you can literally close the app and reopen it and continue where you left off with the same time. It'll help you clear some runs a bit quicker. So if you're missing out on like 2 seconds to 5 seconds in your Senkaimon stage on Senkaimon floor or whatever, and you need those extra seconds, you can always reset until you get the good RNG that you want. He also has Enhancer for his team boost, which is good. Frenzy, Havoc 20%, Berserker 60%. The Bombardment's really, really nice, and he also has Reed, Soul Reaper, Dodge. Honestly, I personally like this character a lot. Probably one of my favorite Mind characters to date. But at 1 out of 5, I don't want people I just don't want people spending 5 steps not pulling these characters and then being mad or upset with like the game because they pulled literally any other character. If you do 5 steps and you pull any of these other characters besides Rukia or Ichigo, I feel like you should be disappointed, or you probably will be disappointed. Okay, next, Jugrim. Brave Battle character, Brave Battle counter 20%, pretty good. Berserker 50%, he does have invincibility, but there's quite a few characters that bypass that now. Bruiser plus 20% with Flurry, Pierce Barrier built in. I do think that this character is making somewhat of a comeback because of Kuryoshiki and Oko being captain counters in particular. Just keep in mind that his invincibility does not work against Kuryoshiki, but it will work against an Oko. So if you're familiar with Oko, yeah, you could use him as a counter for him. Sorry, be dead for a while, Baz B. Baz B, still a good character, in my opinion. Lunge first strong attack, 960 second. I believe it's a 960 second. I might be tripping. Yeah, 960 AoE distant second strong attack. Charge, third strong attack. This is not an AoE distant attack, so keep that in mind. Berserker 20%, Frenzy, Havoc 20%, increased status element chance, but the enemy has to be a power enemy, and he also has to be an Arankar. So very, very limited in my opinion, just because there are better options for Arankar week or just in general. I do like this character still, but I wouldn't recommend anyone work on him unless you have him 2 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. If you have him 2 out of 5, I think he should be just fine with his focus slot. But like I said earlier, there's just better options. Uryu, I think I talked about the ailment reversal. Not a bad character, nice for collection. And I think that that's the problem, is a lot of these characters end up being just collection characters. You have the 3000 length beam on her, full screen third strong attack. Very, very good for some Senkaimon stages thanks to the lacerate, and the barriers help you dodge special moves. So like literally if it's a boss stage and it's 3 minutes, you can use the whole 3 minutes in order to proc the barriers and make sure that the enemy doesn't have a good pretty much line of sight with that special move. You can definitely work around their special thanks to that barrier. Next, Kiryu, boost mechanic with heal on her second strong attack. Really good at autoing, but since she doesn't have guard break, that'll definitely make the runs a bit slower than they need to be. And then Kirinji, revive mechanic, on a special move, paralysis on all of his attacks, speed attribute, Soul Reaper, strong attack damage plus 20% with his Berserker 20%, and Havoc 20%, and Frenzy. Sprinter plus 2. I personally run him with Long Stride. I love how fast he is with Long Stride, and I still do find fun with him. And I'm not trying to be like a naysayer of like Kirinji or Senjumaru or Baz B. I think that these three characters are probably the best at holding up in this day and age, but a lot of these characters are now coming out with crap like Frenzy plus 1 and Status Ailment Spiritual Pressure boost plus 80%. Like that's kind of broken. Like, it's such a stupid skill that I don't think is necessary at all, but I mean, okay, whatever, Caleb. But either way, I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, grind on, catch up here, stay blessed, like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hope you all enjoyed this video. For those that were hoping that I'd say summon on this banner, I'd recommend doing the first step. If you're new to the game and you have a lot of orb sources, feel free to toss in 5 steps. I wish you all the best of luck in your summons, and yeah, I mean, I guess I'll leave it at that. If you have been playing this game for a while, and you don't have Rukia or Ichigo, but you have like all these other characters, you want Ichigo and you want Rukia. Don't fool yourself into thinking that you need these characters. You don't. There are so much better Captain killers, there's so much better Soul Reaper killers, there's so much better Arankar killers, and there's so much better Espada killers now for those types of content if you're worried about guild quests. For regular PvE content, I mean, a boost is always nice, and a character with Disabler is always nice too. Yeah. Just be wary about your orbs, alright? End of the month, would not be surprised if it is Safui. I talked to one of my boys, he thinks it's going to be seasonal. Let me know in the comments below if you guys think we're going to be getting Safui or seasonal. Definitely going to be an interesting topic. But I'm going to leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!